and recognize His Excellency, former Governor of Anambra State, 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate, is the man of excellence, Governor Peter Obi, and the chairman of the Labour Party, Barrister Julius Abure. Come on, Mr. DJ, give me some music. So I kept chair up here for you. Mr. DJ, play. That are affecting us directly and indirectly, so let us go on with the business of the day. First of all, very quickly, some housekeeping rules. If the fire alarm goes off at any point in time, please make your way out of one of the nearest fire exits. Almost everybody in here is a Nigerian, so that should not be a challenge for you. You have never heard before 200 Nigerians trapped in any building anywhere. They will find a way. The last thing I want to say before I hand over to Rose is, I understand that some people went to Gray's Inn Road in London. Sincere apologies, especially now that fuel is very expensive. Apologies. This is Grace, and that is Gray's Inn Road in London. If you went there for any reason, I would like to say, on behalf of everyone involved in organizing this, accept our apologies. Thank you so much.
Okay, that's strange. I didn't know that actually happened. Some people missed it. It happens. And it seems to fire away from some others. But it's good that we have this number of people here today. So we're going to get this program on the road. We're starting with an opening prayer, and that will be led by Master Obi Okoli. Thank you very much.
Master, you're very good shot. We don't have a name for opening prayer, so she told you. I don't know if you can pray. Do we have any reverend or any pastor? Any person feeling anointed, any imam?
No, I don't like person to talk.
Somebody is coming. There's a priest. Come on, let's put our hands together and appreciate the man of God as he comes to lead us in the opening prayer. Please always stand to our feet.
We now pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Eternal Father, we thank you for life. Thank you for being Nigerians. We thank you for bringing us together. That's what I tried. No bad intention.
round of applause for our leader, Njenje. So we're going to be moving on to the next item on our agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep standing for the national anthem of the United Kingdom and the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Many of you left Nigeria in very rough fortunates. Don't worry, when His Excellency P.O.B. becomes the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you will be excited again to see that with your heart and your soul. It is there. Change is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we would like to invite you officially on stage. You are at the UK Coalition Summit with His Excellency, former Governor of Napa State, Peter Gregory Obi. With the topic we are looking at today, the role of Nigerians in the diaspora in the political, economic, and social development of Nigeria.
Many people have the reasons why this event and the other events have taken place. So just before we get lost in what His Excellency will say and other people, we just want to very quickly recognize all the organizations that made this event, other events happen. We would like to recognize Obedient and Useful Nigerian Diasporas UK. Come on, let's put our hands. In fact, we can count for everybody that we have because of time. Doctors for Peter Obi UK, Peter Obi Vanguard Ambassadors, Diaspora for Obedati, Peter Obi Presidential Global Network, Obedati Support Global UK, Nigerian Diasporans for Peter Obi, Nigerian Diasporans for Democratic Government, Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi, Nigerian Leadership Search UK. Come on, let's keep those hands going.
And past people Peter Obi Global Concept, POGC, Nurses for Peter Obi, Frontliners for Peter Obi UK, Obi Data Diaspora Group, People Power, Diaspora Mayors for Good Governance, Nigerians Diaspora Action Group, NPAG, Association of Equal States for Peter Obi UK Chapter, Obedient Movement UK, United Coordinator, Obedient and Muslim, and finally, of course, not the least, Peter Volunteer Network, PVA, and let's see another one here, the Peter Obi Vanguard Ambassadors, a round of applause for them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for the sacrifice, for the sweat. People are using their own money, their own resources, their own time. Come on, one more time, let us put our hands together and appreciate everybody that has made this happen.
You know people, they say the voice of the people is the voice of God. Children, women, and even men have decided to be on this bandwagon, you know it's a good thing.
Very quickly, we're going to invite His Excellency very soon. We're changing around the program. I don't want anybody to be offended with me, so let me give one out very, very quickly. We would like to recognize the presence of Councillor Gloria Opa, member for Princess Park Road. We put our hands together for her. Councillor Gloria Opa. We also want to recognize the presence of Her Excellency Ambassador, Councillor Caroline Kano. She's a peace ambassador for the Union. From leadership, we will also want to recognize all the notes for this one. Double Mayor, her worshipful, Kate, Anna, Dr. Kenana, Double Mayor for the London Enfield. Thank you so much. Anything else we miss out, we shall come back to the Labour Party, Barrister, Julius Abel, Thomas Finance.
And of course, graciously joining us here today, we would also like to recognize the celebrity and self-raising great honor with my able colleague, beside me. Will I introduce the former governor of Anambra State, who is now the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi. To your presence. You're welcome.
Where the giant is supposed to be. So if there's one campaign those of us will carry and make sure that we stop, it is the issue of this diaspora not voting. That because the things that are doing is wrong. I don't know everything. And I don't associate myself with people who know everything. Because anybody who knows everything is an idiot. I don't want to work with them. I want people who are always learning. And that is why whenever I'm being introduced, even in this occasion, people want to read my certificate, people want to show, oh, you've been to this school, you've been to Oxford, you've been to Cambridge. Educational qualification is not a measure of integrity. It's not a measure of hard work, it's not a measure of productivity. It is important. Education is critical. But we're here to talk about our country. All of us are concerned. Some of you left Nigeria 30 years ago, complaining that things are bad. Some left 20 years ago, complaining is bad. Some left 15 years ago, some left 10 years ago. And people are still living today. It hasn't changed. I was in America, some people who left in the 60s, thinking it did not going to work. Some people who left in the 70s. And people are still living today. For the same purpose that things are bad. I know somebody who left when there was still public water. Electricity was still up to 18 hours. They left. We were generating 4,000 hours of electricity. In the 80s, that's what we're generating today. Hasn't changed. Question is, what is it? We now have a situation where the country is classified as a fragile state. Because we're no longer in control of our territory. If you say today you're going home, your people will tell you don't come. That's the first thing we hear. Don't come. Because they don't want you to be kidnapped. Because if they kidnap you, they don't charge you for them. You are being here now. You are the only source of income they have. You are their welfare. You are their doctor. You are their nurse. If they die, you are the funeral director. But they have no one. So even if you are on your way to here, you are not safe. Because you have to walk and look at the other. If you wake up in the morning and see the text and message they are sending to you, you are even scared to open it because you don't know what is going to be inside it. It's all demand. So when you say you want to come, they say don't come, because if you come, anything happens to you, it's double warning for them. So you better stay there, let them stay in the warfront. For how? Every place is insecure. And in all this, people ask questions. How did we get here? Is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. We've had leadership that refused to do the right thing. All I can assure you, don't give up on Nigeria. There's only one thing wrong with Nigeria. The air is good. The land is fertile. We don't have natural disasters. We have from time to time maybe falling and everything. I will get. The only thing that is wrong with Nigeria is the leadership.
Leadership, squarely.
Political leadership. To become a criminalized guy. People talk about somebody, I was just talking to somebody that was coming here. Was telling me about how bad things are. And I told him my experience that I went to New York. I boarded the Uber, going to the airport with a man from one of the states of Nigeria. All effort to convince him that this will get better in Nigeria is still no. Pleaded with him. My colleague Van pleaded with him that he said no. I had given up on Nigeria. And he only goes to Nigeria when he wants to experience how hell is. And I said, what do you think about this thing that is coming? He said, forget it. And you too. He said, he knows the good man, I've experienced this, but he will not make it, that the place is finished. Had an experience in London in Kolma. Until I said, well, I'm Peter. He said he can't be. So we argued. Eventually, he saw that it was me. He said, well, he's not a bit convinced. But what am I saying? The same thing when I was coming here, somebody said, oh, I can't come. I'll be kidnapped. This will happen and everything. What are you going to do about this kidnapping thing? Because you're telling me you're going to change the place. I said, the only reason why there's criminality in Nigeria is because there's a collusion. What are they using to call me? Fool. Once you have this gadget, everybody knows where you are. And they're not calling what? They're calling days, negotiating with the families what to pay. If he gets sick, they will tell me and I'll send the doctor who will go and treat him. And they'll see the calling. The doctor will tell the doctor will come. Everybody knows where they are except police. It is not possible. So we deal with it. If we have leadership, it can be dealt with. Securing Nigeria is not as difficult at all. Today, Nigeria is the only open country that is not meeting his quota. The reason is that because our oil is being stolen. None of you here can steal oil. I've never seen anybody who can steal oil. Because oil is not a grocery. See this. You can put it in your bag. But you can't put oil in your bag. For oil to be stolen, a ship has to come into your territorial waters. You'll be approved by the security agencies to come in. And when it loads and is going out, it will be approved. Otherwise, it won't leave. And everywhere a ship, a tanker carrying oil is on the surface of the earth, you can find it. The rest, when it's going to float, everybody knows. So the only people still know in Nigeria are people in government. And when you say it, like I'm saying it here, you're probably with people in government. So every day, Peter is being harassed for one to one. Because I said, this is government stealing our money. And the money was going, they were losing. It's so huge. And we're running a huge deficit as a nation. They were in a mess financially. People are stealing our money. For no reason. Everywhere you listen to me, this is what you hear. It's become a case of where relatives go over their side. Benefits. You get it there, and they should start reversing it. Our deficit by the end of this year running to several trillions of naira. Between the first 4 months of this year, we earned 1.6 trillion. January, February, April, March, April. Our revenue was about 1.6 trillion naira. Our expenditure was about 4.7 trillion. So we had a deficit of about 3.1 trillion. That was our deficit. But our money has been stolen between the month of June, July, even when we're not going to get out the money, but whatever it is, you know the rate of exchange today. We can't control because we no longer earn dollar. Every other oil producing country within this period of high oil prices reserves their rate of exchange. Example, Angola. The Angolan currency was about 6.5 $600 to $1 in January. Within this period of high oil price, it came down to $4.20. Nigeria is the only one that is on 135 because there wasn't any dollar. All the dollars we have earned have been stolen. And nobody cares. In July, I said everything I said, all I said yesterday, go to here today, tomorrow, but I keep repeating it. In July, just 2 months. I don't want to go back to March, April, but in July and August alone, we lost about $2.8 billion. Our quota is 1.8. OPEC has increased it because of the oil crisis. But using 1.8 in July, our total oil production average was 1,083,000. So every day we lost 17,000 barrels, which for 31 days was $22,227 barrels, 227,000 barrels, 22,227,000. That's what we missed. If you use the average price of oil in that month, 110, we lost $2,445,000,000 in 1 month. That's what we lost in 1 month. If you translate it to a naira at 550 is 1,344,750,000,000. That's what we lost in 1 month. In July. In August, it was worse. Our production was 975 barrels per day. 975 a day in August. So we're losing 825 every day. Again, multiplied by that 1 day. I want you to be taking this thing down. So you know what is bad in your country. If you multiply by that 1 day, it's about 25 million barrels multiplied by 100 naira. That is the average of oil price in August is 2.5 billion. $100. With $100 is 2.5 billion. So in 2 months, we lost nearly $5 billion. Because there are 2.5 and you have 2,445,000,000. We lost about $5 billion. Where we need every dime. And nobody can. If the young people official, the government official said, oil is really stolen. And I said, wait a minute. We have the highest youth unemployment that you can count today. Our unemployment rate is about 35%. 33.8%, that's what the official did. Call it 35%. Our youth unemployment is about 60%. What we are saying is that over 20 million youths are unemployed, and you are missing some. If that is the case, why don't we just collapse the place? Is it not pipeline? Let all of us go and clean the pipeline and wait and see the oil enter the ship. What are we doing? They will do it because they are the ones stealing it. There's no way you will have crisis anywhere in the world if we have our level of unemployment. Even right here in the UK, I can tell you, if you increase unemployment in this UK to 15%, none of you will be here. With all the unemployment rate being far below 10% here, with all the money, why do you think in the Western world they printed money and give people away after COVID? Because they don't want crisis. Simple. Otherwise, there will be crisis. That is what we are facing in Nigeria. And millions of people who don't know where the next meal will come from. There's no way you will not have a crisis. gas, they're not solving it. Nigeria has gas. Today, gas has become a problem to the Western world. We have about 10%, half Nigeria, about 50% of the Russian gas deposit. Russia makes from gas nearly $1 billion every day. Imagine if Nigeria earns 10% of that. It would have been different. I can go on and show you how we can start solving this crisis. People ask me, you always say you want to move Nigeria from consumption to production. How? Because we're a productive country. All of you are sending money for people to eat without doing anything. How? You get money here without working? Nobody can give you one penny here if you haven't worked for it. I've lived here for years. For years. I've never had anybody give me money for free. The people are getting money for free. In Nigeria, the country is not productive. That is why it's not working. I remember meeting people from the European Union, and I asked the question. The entire European Union is about a population of 440. The entire European Union, Nigeria is half of Europe in population. About the same levels, about the same size. So, why are we more productive? I asked the President Ambassador in Nigeria, then I met all the ambassadors of the European Union and said, your country is only 33,000 square kilometers of land. Netherlands is only 33, if we might not stop, is only 33,000 square kilometers of land. In wind, in everything. Yes, their total export last year was over $600 billion. 17.5 million people. That is the population. In Nigeria, if you use the oil rate, our export last year was 18.9 trillion naira. If you use the power rate, it's about 30 billion naira. So Nigeria is a country of 923,000 square kilometers. If you minus Netherlands from there, we still have 880,000 square kilometers remaining. And if you minus them from our population, we still have about 190 million people. So almost 200 million people remaining. And we could not do 5% of their export. 5%. They did 600 and something. We did about 30 billion. And we are 200 and something million. And if we minus their land where they live, our own is still remaining 800 and something. It cannot happen. One state in Nigeria, Niger State, is 2.5 times Netherlands. Niger State is 36.3 thousand square kilometers of land. They can't feed themselves, they are waiting for the share of the oil money, which is about 4 billion a month. And they get, in the end of the year, they get about 50 billion from the oil money. That's their only income. Here they have a fertile land. Why the size of Netherlands? Netherlands agricultural export last year was over $120 billion. So if they do 1% of what Netherlands is doing, they get $1.2 billion. At the parallel rate is 750 billion, 5 times their budget. But they are waiting to share some oil. They are waiting for people to send money for them to eat. It has to stop. Everybody has to be productive. Nigeria has all it takes to change the world. The vast of cultivated land. We can't have land. We can't have land. We have vast of cultivated land and people are hungry. They are giving us the schools. Because everybody wants to share. And they write tests to send money. After some of you are doing 3, 4 jobs. The man who brought me in New York was doing 2 jobs. Uber was the second job. And he sent money home for people who don't do anything to eat. And I said, no. It's a very unproductive country. Any country you see government officials like me being richer than entrepreneurs, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Wealth must come with enterprise. Anyone with enterprise kills the society. And that's what they're celebrating in Nigeria. People say, how are you going to fight corruption? Fight corruption is the easiest thing you can do on the surface of the earth. Let nobody tell you anything. The only reason why we can't fight corruption is that we, the politicians, are the ones stealing the money. Otherwise, fighting the money. Just like I said about oil. People are complaining about oil because those in government, that's why we can't catch those who are stealing. That's why we have not catch the sheep. Because we are the ones stealing it. Every stop in one country, they stop the ship carrying Nigerian oil. Nobody heard about it again. And when you say this, they talk about subsidy. And I said subsidy in Nigeria is organized crime. And government will say, oh, stop talking like that, it's organized crime. I said every day, anybody who tells Nigeria is very subsidizing Nigeria to say it's organized crime. 60% of what they pay in subsidy is stolen money. Because we don't consume that quantity of food. And we said, tell us the importance, tell us where they sold it, tell us why you do this thing. How many vehicles is in Nigeria? These things are data, can capture it. It's everywhere. The only person who doesn't want to hear it is government. Because all of us are in it. So nobody wants to change. And our children are suffering. There's hunger all over the place. So when they have come to interact with your company, to ask questions so we can share. But why I got all these things is to tell you there are no sophisticated things that cannot be stopped. Anybody who says you cannot stop it, no. Anybody who says, no, it's impossible. Are you going to change this? Are you going to do that? I said, let me tell you. What we are doing today is that Mr. Obi is contesting election. Other people are contesting. We are all looking for a job now. You are the employer. It's your company. Nigeria is your company. Nigeria is your company. You are a shareholder in Nigeria. Take it serious. This company wants to hire a new CEO. Get involved. Get everybody to come and talk to you. Don't say you selected me story. All of us will come with good manifestos. But that's why I'm going to say, oh, where is your manifesto? All of us will come with two fantastic programs. Swiss speech, very good English, Swiss English, some who have been better than that. What we are looking for is who we can trust. Anybody that comes, all this is saying, let him tell you where he did it before. Let's know where he has worked, where he has passed. So if he says he's going to fight corruption, let him tell us where he's fought before. Corruption measurement index is simple. It's measured on management of public resources. So if you were a local government chairman, how did you manage your money? Where and who did you give appointments? If you are in charge of allocating land like governor, and we know how many you allocated to yourself, we want to know. This is time for us to make inquiry about Peter Obi. Who is he? This thing is talking. This is time for us to be able to scrutinize wherever people have passed through and everything, so we don't get a situation where you vote somebody in, he goes in again and start giving us the schools. The job of a leader is not to complain or to give excuse, it's to solve problems and find solutions. We don't want to hire someone that will start reminding us about our past. Because now you touch it and say, you're not doing well. He said, it was caused by those who left here this since 2008. They didn't do well. That's why we hired you, because those people were not doing well. If they were doing well, we wouldn't hire you. So don't remind us about them again, because that is the reason why we didn't work with them. If they were doing well, we wouldn't bring you in. So when we brought you in, don't take us back. God didn't give us eyes to look back, he gave us good sight. So everybody who is coming, let them come and tell you what they will do. Give everybody, as you've come here. I didn't pay any of you to come here. The organizers of this, I thank them privately and publicly. I didn't give them one pound. I just came here. I didn't give them anything. People have even said that in Labour Party we are fighting, they've raised millions for people to be, they've raised everything. Neither my speech in America, nor here have anybody giving me £1 or $1. That is not my main reason for looking for Nigerians. My main reason for looking for you is to convince you to get involved, because what is happening in Nigeria, the leadership is a problem, but the followers are insanely complacent. They think it's not their problem. I don't care about that country. And we're all involved in one way or the other. I thought that the governor left here. And when I came back, people would tell you, oh, Peter, you can no longer stay in that your house. You have to buy, you have moved to a better area. Tomorrow night, you will come back here as president and buy a big house and call us, some of you, to come and say, okay, let's come, have fun. They will bring the bishop, bring everybody to come and pray, do everything. When they know what to do, invite police. If your new prime minister buys the house today, do you know what will happen? Investigation will start immediately. Immediately, where is God the money to buy that new house? In Nigeria, they will call the bishop to come pray over it. It will ask God to give you more from wherever he got it and everything. And they know where he got it from. And these are the followers. They will be happy. When the organizer asks me, where are you going to host it? That's anywhere. You host it, I'll come. It doesn't matter to me. We don't need to go and start hiring 5-star hotel where everybody knows our problem. Put it anywhere you can find a hall. Father, I told them, I said, one of these churches should be able to give us an empty place to talk. We have a problem, we have a problem. Have to deal with your problem. So for me, it is important. We are here for that. All I can say is that we would serve the country well. We will start the country. What is wants to do, because we're going to work with all of you. And everywhere I've spoken, I said, don't think you will finish this thing and by the grace of God, because it's at His grace, we succeed. Don't go away. I'm here talking to you. Take everything I'm saying now. That's why I said, let everybody who wants to come and talk to you with his mouth. Not spokesperson, no agent, no anything. Let the person come and tell you what he's going to do. And take it. No, don't read manifesto. Most of us don't know what it is inside it. That day you ask him, but if you say this, you say no. I don't know, it's never about people that know it. I'm not about it. Let us chairman is there now, he knows what I'm talking. So we want you to talk. Take note. This is what we should say you do. What are we going to do? I said, number one. The number one effort is to secure Nigeria. We must secure the country. By securing Nigeria, we will be able to start dealing with all the problems we are faced today. The security and economic problem today is hanging, which is the most critical problem. Nigeria has an economic problem. But you can't deal with it until you provide security. You can't also provide security and start deciding with the economic problem. So you have to aggressively tackle this too. And it's possible. By reviewing and restructuring the entire security architecture, make it responsive and responsible. Responsive is that they must deal with the issue of security as quickly as possible. Responsible is that somebody is in charge and is not working. We're not going to waste time on it. Two, we must have a 3-level policy. There's no reason why we should not have local government, state, and national police. We must have security. We must have money. People must secure themselves. It has the number one problem. It's affecting our inflation. It's affecting our economy. Because today, our farmers can go back to farm and we have full inflation. People are hungry. We want the farmers to go back. We want to support them. We want to do more. And we deal with that aggressively. We want to unite the country. The country is too divided today along ethnic lines. We deal with it. It's not rocket science. Once you start governing based on justice, and fairness, and inclusiveness, everybody has a seat on the table, and they are part of it. And you start showing everybody, we will include everybody, diversity, our ethnic problem will be solved. We'll bring in women, we'll bring in especially women and youth into government. We're not going to have government full of people of over 60. You're wasting everybody's time, not in today's world. You need aggressively to bring in youth into government. That is what we need to do. Because their time, their age, they know what to do. They have the energy, they have the talent. They don't turn it into other people's home. They must change. So things are not working. So these are things we want to do aggressively. We must have rule of law. The reason why you people are here is because there's rule of law. The biggest contributor to UK GDP today is what is the biggest contribution to their GDP today? Law and law? Rule of law. Because you are sure that if you do anything, I can call police. Keeps everybody in check. Everybody, even at home. Everybody is careful because everybody can call the police. So we all behave well. Not because we want to. But there's no. So your dollar. When people say about database change, I said you can control it. If you're not, if you remove subsidy today, bring it to the level it's supposed to be. Stop corruption, rate of exchange and inflation come down. Because you have unproductive money chasing dollar. Money must be productive. Money ends from production. If you increase export today, you earn more dollar. You stabilize your currency. People say, how are you going to stabilize your currency? It's very simple. If you have money that are productive chasing dollar and you're not exporting goods, you're rating, you're going south. If you reverse and do these two things, it's something you can do. So my dear people, like I said, I wanted to be interactive, to ask many questions. I needed to introduce all this topic to be able to say, let us discuss, let us interact. It is critical. It is a serious business. I want Nigerians to take the issue of Nigeria serious. Nobody is going to solve it for us. No foreign country, nobody, we will solve it. And we've come to know where we can no longer go further. People are now removing their parents from village. They even want them to come overseas to live. How do you tell a mother, somebody that has lived in village for 50 years, to start going to a foreign land to live? People now want to do burial at a zoo. It cannot continue. We must deal with it. And dealing with it is just so next year's election, when I conclude, I will tell you what your contribution will be at that point. But I want us to have interaction. Once again, I thank you for spending your time this evening to be part of it. Let's discuss. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and appreciate His Excellency, Governor Peter Obi.
Thank you, everybody.
He doesn't want any music, no sound, no, it is, All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have you can take your seat. I need everybody's attention for one moment. We're going into questions and answers. Ladies and gents, please put your hands down for a second. Hear me. We respect everybody here. All your achievements in life, we respect them, we appreciate them. All your degrees, we respect them, we appreciate them. Please, as we go into questions, you don't have more than 40 to 60 seconds to answer your question. To ask your question. Don't start from civil war and work your way forward. Just answer your question. 40 to 60 seconds, you've asked your question and we have moved on. We'll take 4 questions, we'll let His Excellency respond. We'll take 4 questions, we'll let His Excellency respond. As we like to say, all protocols observed. Chief Dr. Professor, Engineer, Barrister, Lawyer, Architect, we acknowledge you. God bless you. Please ask your question and let us get as many done as possible.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start from my right-hand side. And we're done? 4. So we're going to start with this corner.
There is one lady, she's already asked this. She's already said since 4 hours ago. So let's go to her first, okay. And then I hope someone is also taking notes.
Okay, we mentioned respect. I just want to recognize these ladies who are also here. Very quickly, 2 seconds. Lady J is the founder, CEO, Women Empowerment and Youth Transformation. She's here. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Councillor Ambassador Caroline Kalu, she's also here. Madam, take a bow. She's very instrumental in the southwest of London, the borough of Lewisham. Thank you very much, ma'am. And of course, Mrs. Chingwe, Lily, at 2:20, apologies, but I will do recognize you. And of course, very quickly, the Nigerian Labour Party UK chairperson, Chief Matthew Daniel, and his deputy in person of Mayor Olaleko Ajibola Olafansi. Thank you very much.
God bless you. Thank you. That's a big problem for me now. All right. But please stand up. Please say your name. Don't give us your CV, your name and your question.
A statement and a question. Mr. President, but that's what we want you to be eventually. I just went to Nigeria recently. For me, you say you want to tackle security. I went to 3 states and I didn't feel threatened. Lagos, Uyo, Arochuk, I went to bury my father. For me, I'm just asking you how you plan to tackle the worsening state of our healthcare. How you plan to tackle that, because I'm a nurse, I've been nursing for 21 years and I want to go back. But in the situation of the health, I just want to know what strategy you have, what steps you have, especially for pediatric and mental health.
Pediatric and mental health, what are you going to do about the healthcare? All right, we're taking 4 from this side. So I'm going to take that gentleman there, that lady there, and one more person. We will come back round again.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you. My name is Chukwemeka DK Uwemene. My question is this. We have seen the passion that you've shown us. We believe you. My only question is, how can you guarantee that at the state level, at the local government level, the representatives there will have similar passion that you have? Currently, we can see that all of them are putting their names under Labour or party. How can we guarantee they have the same passion that you have? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Your Excellency Peter Obi, my name is Amaka Agbim, and my question I have prepared in my head so many days, but 3 days ago you answered that question by when I was filling out this event, to come to this event. I wanted to buy VIP ticket, and I said to myself, what will Peter Obi buy? And I said, economy. And I got myself. You have actually humbled me, and I believe that as a role model for putting me at the back of the seat here, that my question would have been, how will you checkmate all the corruption in the government?
11 months suppose. Okay, let's make it 5. And then that's it for this segment.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Kenneth Rose. I'm from Imo State. I've read your what you put out as your what's it called? Manifesto. There are 2 things that I think, or even 3 that I think that are missing. 1, how do you address a climate emergency? 2, what are you going to do about Nigeria's HDR, Human Development Index, languishing at the bottom? I think Nigeria's HDR is about 153 out of 190, one nation on this earth. What are you going to do to get Nigeria out of the bottom of HDR to go to the top at least over the average?
Okay, give him the microphone. All right, that's the first 5 questions. Go ahead, sir.
Well, let me for your question. The last question talked about, let me start with the issue of climate change. We are secretive to the protocol. I don't think I need to add anything more. I believe that if you're signatory to anything, you obey it. And if you want to change it, you state the reason, a convincing reason, because there's some things that we will not be able to deal with when it comes to the issue of climate change entirely. You have even seen now the Ukraine war, even though you are signatory, are now backing up and somehow. However, we are signatory to it and I'll follow it because we have signed it. And HDR is everything to do with governance. The only measure of development on earth today is your HDR, Human Development Index. And in symptoms, three things, which is what they've asked question. Number one is life expectancy, which is health. That's what we're talking. You can't talk about life expectancy unless you talk about health. And so health is the number one critical thing for any government to invest in. And I tell you, we will deal with it. Nigeria was a signatory to NDG. The reason why we are having problem today is that Nigeria never followed any of the protocol of NDG. If we have followed it, it would have been a different thing. That's why I said we signed it and we threw it away. That was the only thing in China. They stripped into the development agenda and put 439 million people out of poverty. Between year 2000 and year 2015, we threw more people into poverty within the same period because we didn't follow it. So HDR is the most critical thing. Number two is the education. You can't talk about anything without the education. When I see people talk about the infrastructure, the greatest infrastructure is to do is human infrastructure. We're not going to joke with the education. We're not going to do issue of pulling people out of poverty. The only thing I can tell you that as governor of Anambra State, we started implementing regional development goals from year 2008, which is 8 years after I started in year 2000, 2001, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 years after I started implementing it. By the time we ended in 2015, Anambra was #1.
Next question, sir.
You can go and check what we did in health locally. And being #1 is judged by UNDP, not by Nigeria. So they will say the company who gave me economy. The person was in charge of NDG when we started was Daniel Mohammed, who is now Deputy Secretary General. We wanted to get price. So you can go on and on. In education, I don't know. Go and ask for what we did in education. We moved the education from 26% to #1. And the rest is something you can go on and on. So, what you're saying about health, only say what we did in health locally. I guess I wanted to go and verify.
Yes.
When I started, for example, when I said that I didn't have one school of nursing, one school of midwifery that I was accredited in the entire state. When I left, I had 10. I did the fastest teaching hospital ever built in Nigeria. I'm happy, but maybe we'll do the university teaching hospital. It's the fastest teaching hospital ever built to date. And these are what I'm saying. Go and look at what I did with the church in Iye, Boromeo, Adams, and the freezing. I can only say to you, thank you. Because everything I tell you here, somebody said, sir, you said that I said, I'm talking about moving Nigeria from consumption to production when I'm the greatest importer of all these things. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. first month. I live here. My job is market management. I was distributing goods for multinational companies globally. I was the official agent and representative Heinz in West Africa. So I was importing all their goods. At the same time, I was one of the biggest distributors of coconut products in Nigeria. There's nothing wrong in distribution. I was like any other warehouse here, or tasting anything. I was distributing, importing goods and I said, welcome to that enterprise. Did you see what I said? So I didn't want to stealing people's money. I was doing business. Some of the companies are working. I put it to you, Eendears, South African breweries, after importing their beer into Nigeria. Today, they want the biggest, second biggest brewery in Nigeria. They are the official partner of Budweiser in Nigeria, official partner of everything. But actually importing it. Now they have factory in Anambra and everywhere. That's how nobody comes in and they have to start by inflation. Then they come and do nothing. I can show you other companies, Heinz now and everybody are manufacturing and producing locally in employing people. Let me tell you, if the principal person is doing the right thing, it's difficult for people to do the wrong thing. We became attentive to what we're doing. Boys and girls, we tell them the truth. Apologize to the young girl that never had a check.
You will now take this section and that section and that section. Ladies and gentlemen, please remember for the seconds.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, please obey our President in Ghana. I am a brother and a grandmother. Brought up so many children, likewise every person here. And our children are amazing. They want to go to Nigeria. They want to live in Nigeria. Can you convince me so that I can convince my children and my grandchildren when I go this evening that we are going to make it safe for them to arrive in Nigeria and settle in Nigeria?
Next question, I'm just going to you said a lot of wonderful things today. You talked about how we should become more productive. You also mentioned about how the state was not productive, waiting to get things from other states that were productive. And you've shown us, or given us examples of how you were very engaging with your constituents when you were governor of Anambra State. So my question now is, do you see decentralization in Nigeria's future? Thank you very much. Just the gentleman at the back.
The question I want to ask your Excellency is regarding health as well. There are so many things you experience, and what will you do in improving the technologies in terms of metrographical technologies, high technologies to Nigeria and the health sector?
Thank you. I'm going to this lady, and just to be fair, because we talk about 5 there, make her, if you allow me, please. Let me after that, maybe just 1 minute.
Okay. After that, I'm being told.
My question is, first of all, sorry, let's speak again. What is your plan for power and energy to support the industrialization of this department to need power? That's one. And the second one is, there's a lot of investment in technology as an IT in Nigeria. We've had a lot of foreign investment coming in. How are we going to harness that opportunity? Because that's the new service, the new product that Nigeria is selling. Thank you.
Thank you. And just for one more
what has been happening to Agule or what all those places that are flooded and people's houses all destroyed, all the businesses destroyed. We saw Korea, all those other places, and I understand you can't actually go to Abuja now because of the bridge or whatever. So yeah, please, when you take office, is there any way you help all those people? And that is to alleviate their suffering. And is there any way to counteract whatever is happening now? Because some people say that the problem comes from Cameroon and the rest of it. Is there any way you can sort of do something to alleviate their suffering? Thank you.
How does the diaspora invest?
I was asking you to lodge a complaint with the police, and I was afraid to do so. So my question to you is that what would you put in place to rebrand the Nigerian police force? Thank you.
Go to the police because he knows that all of them are involved. So you must do things differently. That is why we must change. You can't rebrand it. It's not a branding thing. It is an issue to deal with the entire system is criminalized. So you have a system that is criminalized, have a system that celebrates criminality. It is difficult. It will take time That's why you have to start removing people, police, everybody. When you start making it responsive, for example, we say, we are going to have a local government police, we are going to have a state police, we are going to have a federal police. And there's a problem here. This man has a problem, and we look at that area, you deal with that area decisively. The people here will know you're not taking, it's not business as usual. So they will sit up. Otherwise, when I came and said it, that if they kidnap you now, how do you negotiate with the phone? Anybody who has phone today can be found anywhere it is with technology. It's very easy. And Nigeria has put out technology to locate where they are. The people they just released, kidnapped from the train system, say that people even bring food for them, they are joking, they know, everybody knows everybody. The only people who don't know is police. So you need to deal with that head on. That is the crisis we face. Because nobody asks anybody, where did you get money? And that's what is happening. Issue of flooding, man. You know, I had a problem with flooding while I was in government. And today there's still the issue of flooding, and everybody knows it comes from Cameroon. Everybody knows that once there's the rainy season, it's not something you can say you will control. There's flooding in America, there's flooding in Europe, there's flooding everywhere. However, because they own the known source and the known annual problem, government can do more to control it, especially as they're building dams all over the place for agriculture. It is something that we need to do something about. And I agree. I can't tell you here what I will do or what I will not do because I don't have the full study. It's a learning process. That's why I said that. Some of the things I will hear here. I said some of the questions is what I will take from them. So the question I have to ask and look into. And this is what investment in technology. When we talk about moving from production, consumption to production, our main area of support to put people out of poverty is to support the micro, small, medium enterprises. And that's where our youth are not start. Unless we start putting our youth out of poverty, we're not doing anything. And the more people you pull out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality, vanity. So in order to do that, that's where we're going to invest in areas of ICT, areas of entertainment, and sports. As a Brazilian yesterday in Oxford, I said, people are making huge money from sports. You are 200 million people in Brazil, and you're making huge financial income from sports. We are 200 million people too. Jamaica use sports to control criminality. We are 200 million people. We know how to play, but we have to learn. So everything we will do, yes, everything we will invest in. Issue of power. I didn't want to talk about power. Let me tell you. Power, if I say we're going to do this, people say, why have we done this? Well, let me tell you. Nigeria is a country of 200 million people. Generated and distributed about 5,000 members. The number 2 country in Africa is South Africa. There are 60 million. They generate 50,000 megawatts. And just about a month ago, the president of South Africa declared emergency in power and authorized that anybody can generate up to 100 megawatts without license or authorization. Somebody So, over